So finally, after all these days of struggle, we had made good profit, right? In fact, and because we are not an intraday trader, if you have been following us, I'm not an intraday trader, and most of our trade is into option positional trades only. So we take position from 1 day to, or even 1 week or 10 days. So that way, if you see, today was a best day for positional traders. And in fact, this is not a good day for intraday traders, because market was not moving. In spite of gapping up, market was not really moving up. All day long it was trying to close below 17,200, but it was able to close above 17,200. And the best part was, around half an hour before closing time, around between 2:45 to around 3 o'clock, market really rallied and settled above 17,300, I think. Yeah, 17,300 if I'm right. Yeah, 17,300. It settled above 17,300. Yeah, 17,335. So that is a good thing to happen. And the another major good thing is that India VIX dropped significantly. Today alone, India VIX, if I am right, India VIX was down by around 5.79%. That's a massive, significant fall in India VIX, which is a good thing for option sellers. And if you see, HDFC was performing today. HDFC Bank, only HDFC was performing in the whole banking pack. ICICI Kotak Bank was not performing, and Axis Bank also was not performing. And the other thing also is that FIIs were net buyers today, so they have not sold much. But both FIIs and DIIs are buyers today. DIIs have bought for around 1,713 crores, and FIIs have bought for around 35.47 crores. Had any one of these both people had done some selling, then market would have come down. But we are very fortunate and we are lucky today that they have not sold anything. So that's a good news to happen. So going forward, I think market should stabilize here. Already markets are stabilized. Around 21 is really a good VIX. Maybe around another 2 or 3 points down, maybe 17 or 18 or 19, then markets will not see any gap ups or big gap ups or gap downs. And hopefully we should stabilize. And even the US futures are in the green. Around 3:30, or even if I think I saw 5 minutes back, US future was firmly in the green. Dow future was up by 130 points, Nasdaq, S&P, CBOE, VIX also dropped significantly. Are really getting stable, and we are going to be back, right? So that's what I am expecting. So whatever news we had, if you have been following us, I told a few days back, this Russia-Ukraine issue is going to be history. After a few days, nobody is going to talk. You see now what is happening. In spite of Russia-Ukraine issue not de-escalating, still there is war. Even Joe Biden went to, I think he went to Poland, or he went to Ukraine border, and still markets are not reacting to those kind of news. If Joe Biden had come to that same place maybe 10 or 15 days back, that would have been a big story and market would have moved heavily. But we are very fortunate he came after this event was a non-event. So that is a good thing. Now, that's what I am saying. In spite of Russia-Ukraine issues, and in spite of Russia-Ukraine, things are not finished when it comes to Russia-Ukraine issue. Still, markets are really going up, and we really don't know how much far the market is going to go. Now, I think 200 DMA, people are telling 17,000, around 17,050 there is 200 DMA. I think that is going to act as a good support. And what I can see is even people are writing 17,200, 17,300 put option. So if you see the open interest, aggressive put writing is happening around 17,000. Sorry, let me take to Nifty. Yeah, This is the Nifty chart. So today across the board there was good put writing and literally there were no call writing at all. 17,200 people are writing, 17,000 people are writing, and we'll have to see tomorrow if Nifty is going to take 17,500 or not. If 17,500 is taken, then maybe we will go to 17,800 or maybe even 18,000. So 17,500 is something that is going to be a stiff resistance. And if you ask me why, because on 23rd of March also markets went to 17,500 and we saw a heavy sell-off. So around 17,500 is a very crucial range which has to be taken out by bulls. In case if that is not taken out, we will see some jitterness or we will see some this thing happening around 17,500. Now if we are able to sustain above 17,500, that's a good thing. Maybe we will go to 18,000, and what I can see here is there is a formation of trend line. Let me show you. Now if you see here, let us draw a trend line from here, from this one to around here. It's a kind of a trend line formation, right? So if you see here, there is a trend formation happening here. Maybe like this. That's what I'm not a chartist, but with some little knowledge, I can tell you. Maybe this is a higher low. This is the higher high. This is the higher low. And maybe another higher low will be forming around 18,000, right? So 18,000, this trend line coincides with 18,000. So maybe 18,000 is going to be a good resistance. We will have to wait and see how things pan out. We will have to wait and see how things pan out on coming days. So for now, I think market should be back. And if there is no any negative news, if there is no any positive news, everything should go as per our expectation and market should stabilize and we can trade in a normal way, right? So if you can remember all these days, this March was the very worst day in everyone's trading career. If you could remember, actually in March 2020 we were not trading so much since India VIX was going beyond 80 and all. It was going beyond 80. We never traded so much. But what happened this time is it was going, India VIX was going up, but it was not going so like March 2020. So we had to be in the market, and still our position was much more less than what we used to trade. So that was a kind of market, and this month, March month, I will tell you, was one of the toughest month. And we saw maybe 2 or 3 gap ups and gap down. I think March 10th we saw a gap up. On March 10th we saw a big gap up, around 450 points gap up. March 10th we saw a big gap up. Then next day also we saw a gap up. So markets were, then we saw here around March 4th we saw big gap down coming from around 17,000 16,000 around 16,000 242. Market went to 15,800. Low was 15,700. Then it reversed. Then it is being choppy for the last 6 to 7 trading sessions, right? So let us see, let us hope for the best. And my personal opinion is that market has stabilized, and going forward we should be having good time going forward. So as I told you, this whatever pain we had all these days is just temporary. So always pain and hardship is always temporary. It is not going to last forever, right? So one day or another we will get a solution, or we will come out of that pain or stress or torture we've had been experiencing all these days. The best part is that we have sustained that tortures and the stress and bad times. We have come across the bad times. So that's what I think. Anyway, we cannot tell anything. I am talking like this, and tomorrow if the market falls also, who knows? People will come and write essay in my comment section. So yesterday I saw one guy. He is writing big essay in the comment section. I don't know who this guy is. You think I will read all this? Just deleted, blocked, and went off. That's it. That's what we can do, right? What else you can do? Is writing essay like in 10th standard or 12th standard. So anyway, let's hope for the best. It was a very really good day. Hopefully tomorrow, going forward, everything should be in favor of us, option sellers. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.